Was behind a missile attack on Syria's largest military base. That's according to Russia's defense ministry. Earlier on Monday, a number of rockets hit the airfield with at least a dozen deaths reported. And for more updates, I'm joined live by RT's Ilya Petrenko, who's been across the story the whole day. Ilya, what more do we know so far? Details have been coming in all day.
Hi again, Dan. Well, first of all, Israel regularly targets pro-Iran, pro-Assad militias in Syria. And usually they don't comment on things like that, like they didn't this time around. But the timing of this apparent strike by Israel could really turn things upside down for everyone.
In what way? What impact could this have?
Well, it's because of the buildup ahead of this. Now, April in Syria and things that are happening there for a second year in a row could have put the world on the brink of a conflict. Last year, we remember that an alleged airstrike made Donald Trump use Tomahawk missiles, that were launched against a Syrian airbase in the Latakia province. That was the time when Russia-U.S. ties almost completely fell apart and the Syria peace process was thrown off track. So it is now April 2018, and last Saturday we got a report of a chlorine attack happening in the town of Duma, which is in East Ghouta, besieged by Damascus.
And there was no military response, obviously, from the West straight away. Unlike last time, that missile strike, Donald Trump threatened a price to pay. What difference is there this time?
Well, there were signals that some kind of military response could be in an offing. The reaction from Donald Trump was very strong. He called President Assad an animal. Then the leader of France, Emmanuel Macron, joined in and said that the Syrian government won't be able to get away with this. Both of them also blamed Iran and Russia for being involved in this, as they say. On the other hand, last week, Vladimir Putin said that Moscow is in possession of intelligence that the militants in that area could be prepping a chemical attack as a provocation to, again, derail the peace efforts. Following the reports of chlorine being released, the Russian Foreign Ministry said that anyone who intervenes from the West with some sort of military action will face the most serious consequences. But then suddenly, boom, it's Israel that launches this apparent airstrike.
We've got the Security Council meeting coming up later. What's next in all this latest scandal?
Well, first of all, let's see what the envoys of these countries that are involved in this scandal and the tensions will have to say during that Security Council meeting. But now, with Israel having launched this strike, we don't know if there will be a follow-up by the likes of the U.S. and France. And also, we'll watch out for the response of Russia, for the response of the Syrian officials. But again, this latest round of tension is due to these allegations.